The Father says, I am here for my people, not just as a general state of being who sees all, but as a father, nursing my children to health with food that replenishes the soul and protecting them from harm. My sheep know my voice and they follow me. Yet, because they do not spend much time in my presence, they fill themselves with more filth of the world than of me or my word. They are often led astray. They do not accept my teachings. They don't want to do what I want or desire for them. They develop their own plans and then pray for mercy so that their plan may be fulfilled. They they do not honor me, nor do they keep my commands. They love evil, the filth of the world. They love the world. The things of this world are going to one place, and one day they shall burn. And no parts of my spirit shall dwell in the land of the lost. One day this earth shall pass, and a new earth shall form, one of my own teachings, principles, and ways that will fill the land and exude with love, joy, peace, and light in eternal life. It will be shadowless and blemish free. It will fully embody me, who I am, what I stand for, truth. And anyone who cannot accept those things now will not be welcomed inside, for they have chosen a life away from me, and a life away from me they shall have. I do not make the choice, my people do. Humans decide what aspects of life they want in eternity, life or death, light or darkness, love or hatred. I am your guide. And as the scriptures say, if my people will come to me and turn from their wicked ways, I will heal them and forgive them. I want my people to heal their land and forgive them. I want my people to spend, I think that's supposed to be aim. I'm sorry, God. I want my people to aim to spend an eternity with me. I want my people to live. I want my people to flourish. I want my people to have daily bread, not just physical sustenance, but spiritual supplements indeed, with the quality of life as the everlasting option of choice above. Everyone shall praise me and call on my name, but only those who called on it before seeing me in the cloud shall be taken, and only those who choose me before losing their physical life will be given a new one. I urge my children today to start afresh in me. Do not leave yourself to the devices of worldly notion and worldly wisdom or resolution. Instead, recognize that I am the only resolution, and any resolution or plan made outside of me is simply a hope that only the Father knows the outcome of. Your plans die, but my plans root up like a plant from a fresh, clean spring without pollution or pause that can never be destroyed in a storm or blown away. Choose me, choose truth, choose light. Let me take your life from here and reveal to you my plans and my purpose for your life. The ones that are assured and cannot be uprooted. The ones that were created before you were ever born. The ones that have been written before the earth. You are my child. Act like it and wear my light as an image bearer of the Most High God, with a future beyond the earth and beyond the end of times. I love you. That is the word of the Lord.
Mhm. And as you know, I usually see a vision along with my prophetic release. I saw a man standing in front of a door. He opened that door and it led to a forest. It was foggy and the ground was wet and muddy. The Father says growth is inevitable in this coming season. Your patience will be stretched and your strength will be tried, but it will bring forth great change. Rid yourself of what your mind sees as positive change. All good things that don't be all good things don't begin as a pretty landscape. A forest may be pretty, but it also seats all types of danger. If you stand still in that forest, your wisdom will only be subject to the small area you choose to inhabit. But if you opt to explore the forest in its entirety, you will find many forms of beauty. You will locate new sources of nourishment. In doing so, you will surely encounter some of the danger that inhabits the forest. I want you to walk into growth courageously. Resist the feeling to quit when difficulty occurs. If you fail to do so, you will not witness the beauty that growth has to offer. True growth comes with difficulty. Embrace that difficulty as the actual tool you will need to step into this magnificent growth. I will be with you through it all. Does that say it?
Oh, bringing forth great change. See,
And the difficulty that you go through being the actual tool that shapes you for that growth.
now rid yourself of what your mind sees as positive change. That's a very important statement to grasp because we have our mind and our mindset, and we think we know what's good and what's pleasing and what's beautiful and what's positive. And there are a lot of things that seem positive that's not the way.
Yes.
I had a new job, for instance, like a new job offer could seem very positive, and you can think of all the great ways that it'll benefit you and your family.
Yep.
But if it's not the calling, if it's not the purpose, if it's not where God is sending you,
Yes.
then it's not positive at all. And so when we begin to literally do what God says and rid ourselves of what our mind sees as positive change, not only are we going to not be so quick when the devil dangles a diamond in our faces,
Yep.
but we're also not going to be so quick to look at something that seems negative and turn it down thinking it's not God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's very important because it's so easy for us to say, all right, this is good because it benefits me. This is bad because it doesn't. And this is all literal. This is all right now in the current state. It's so easy for us to just be that simple minded and miss out on what God has in store because we're leaning on our own understanding, because we're thinking about now. We're not future minded. We're not thinking about what God's plan is.
Right.
We're not thinking about, future comforts. We're thinking about right now.
Yep.
Excuse me. We want to be comfortable right now. We want to enjoy life right now.
Mm-hmm.
We all know, and this is not even to be negative or morbid or anything, but we all know that our best life,
Ain't no this
our
emotion.
best life is going to be in heaven,
Yeah.
in the
It ain't
presence of
here.
God.
It ain't here.
And so I'm not saying that we're not going to enjoy this life at some point,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to understand that everything that we do is a setup for a come up.
Right.
But if everything that you do is a setup for a let down or for a go down, then you walking in the wrong direction.
You walking based on your own thoughts.
Get it out of your mouth, sweetie. Oh, is that a cookie?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
right.
And so when you're walking in that wrong direction, and when I say wrong direction, I don't mean necessarily ungodly living or unrighteous living, but I just mean simply in disobedience to God. Because again, like everything you're doing is something that's not necessarily a sin or wrong in and of itself. But if it's disobedience, or if it's outside of purpose, then automatically it is sin. It is wrong. And so if you're walking in that direction, then you're walking towards a life without God. You're walking towards a worser life. And you might even feel like you're more comfortable in the wrong direction. You may feel like, you're more happy or you have more joy in that direction, but you're also missing that again, you have another life after this.
Yeah. Be clear.
So what you do on this earth is very important to how you're going to spend your eternity. This is a very short life when you think about eternity. I don't care if you live until 120 years old. That's still very short in comparison to eternal.